Hey everyone, and welcome back to my channel. For today's video, I'm going to be closing out our paycheck number 2 for the month of January. I know it seems awkward or weird because the date on here is January 8th, but it was our paycheck from January 8th until January 22nd. But I'm going to go ahead and close this one out, and I'm going to also attempt to close out our month as well while I just have this booklet out here before I forget to close it out. I do have it pre-filled out, so hopefully that'll help me out with time. I just have to add in the numbers and stuff. So I'm gonna go ahead and just start off section by section. I do want to talk about kind of a big milestone for me, I guess, because I did receive my first YouTube paycheck. It was or I shouldn't say paycheck, but it was deposited into my account. It was $153, and I was so happy to receive it. I also got a second one. I still don't know how the pay period works, but I did receive another YouTube paycheck for $136. I think it's because I didn't meet the $100 threshold when I became monetized in October. So it just kind of all got put together. And then I also got my affiliate income as well through Passion Planner. So I was really excited about that. So this income right here, AdSense plus PayPal, that's all for me, and I was really excited to receive that. Another surprise income, technically really I don't think is really income, but is a refund from Target because I got the wrong package. My husband opened it. I was like, that's not what I ordered. So I requested a refund. So I will not, it was just household items, but I'm just going to go ahead and go into the store and just buy it. I was just trying to avoid having to go into the store. So yeah, I'm just going to go ahead and add that on to our budget for the next paycheck. And I think that's it for income. So we had a total income of $5,229.93. It does seem big because we did have leftover amount from the previous paycheck. So that's why that amount seems kind of big. I do have on here open a business checking account. I did not get to deposit yet. I did get approved for the account. I did receive my welcome call and going over the rest of the procedure, and I'm supposed to be contacted by another representative to fund the account, but I still have not gotten that call. So that will be transferred over to the next budget. And cell phone, I had just scheduled the payment, so that's not going to be included in this expense or in this paycheck period. It will be going on the January 23rd paycheck period, so the next budget. I think that's pretty much it. No other surprises, just our usual bills on there. So now I'm just going to go ahead and just add everything up. Okay, so hopefully I do this all correct the first time because lately I've been off. So hopefully I tracked all of the expenses just fine. So I should have a leftover amount of $3,761.31. And then moving on to the variable budgets here, I am gonna add business on there because I had originally thought that I was going to be able to open up that business checking account and be able to put some business expenses on there and put my and link my YouTube, Google AdSense and PayPal to my new business checking account, but I didn't get to do that. I'm just going to go ahead and write that in there. Since I got paid my own income, that I told myself I would use my own income and not ours, since I'm already taking $700 of our stimulus payment and investing in myself or my business. So yeah, anyways, I'm going to go ahead and just add up all of the variable spending. And then also what I did, because there's so many pages on here, I don't know why it took me a while to finally paperclip it. And also with the expense trackers, since there is 6 pages, I went ahead and split up paycheck number 2 separately. So this is paycheck number 1's expense tracker, and then paycheck number 2 is here, and then I have a cash tracker here, just so I know and I don't have to I usually like to put a line when I know that pay period is ended. But yeah, that's just how I've been doing it. So let me go ahead and just add up all of our variable spending for this paycheck period. So for the variable spending for the business part of it, I did spend $191.58. It was for a printer stand with drawers and like a cabinet looking thing. And I also decided to get desk lights so that I can get rid of the studio lights that I have that I film, because it was just taking up so much space in our bedroom. So I decided to get rid of that. As far as fixed business expenses, I have the $15 here that's going to be recurring every month. And these would normally be in my business checking account had that gone through already, but it's also commingled in our personal. I'm just trying to make sure to separate it just so I know what I'm investing in with my business. Anyway, so for the household expense, I was going to separate out just cleaning products and laundry products and all of that, and have like a separate medical health one, like whenever we need to buy medicines, vitamins and toiletry items, but we don't buy that all the time, so I'm just gonna keep it like this. That way I don't have too many categories as well. And yeah, I'm just gonna go ahead and just keep the categories that I have because it's been working. So yeah, I'm just gonna leave it like that. So we did end up spending more than what I had originally budgeted because of this business expense, which again, I tried to stay within the amount that I received. I think in the beginning I was trying to stay at within $179 plus my allowance, since technically I didn't really spend on myself. I actually got this refunded, but I just put it on there anyways because I bought something, but then I returned it. That's what part of the refund here is for. But anyways, that's just kind of how I was thinking or justifying this business expense because I got paid. So yeah, anyways, I'm talking too much. So moving on, our sinking funds. So after our variable spending, we have, let's see how much we have left over. So we should have a leftover amount of $2,967.34. I did not get to fund clothing or fun. So since we didn't fund our fund envelope, just because we didn't go to the bank and to get cash, I'm just going to add this amount to our fun category for the next paycheck, since it's my son's 4th birthday and we're going to use it to buy food and his donut cake and stuff. So our total amount that we added to our sinking funds is $433, and that'll give us a leftover amount of $2,534.34. So in the beginning of the pay period, my husband and I decided to put down a huge chunk towards our last debt. So we put down $1,000. Our goal is to be done with that last debt by July. I already have the whole year budgeted and made the plans to make sure that we're done with that debt by July. I'm hoping it'll be sooner than that, depending on how much income I get or how much overtime my husband does. So it kind of depends. So we should have a leftover amount of $1,534.34, and I think that's what we do have. Yay. Well, not exactly. We're off by like 6 cents, which I'm okay with. So we're off by 6 cents, but technically this is what we have in our actual checking account. So I'm just going to make sure I put that in I think I have that on here. Yeah, so I have my January 22nd budget already on here. I just have to put it on paper, which I'll do in a separate video. So $1,534 will be carried over to the next budget. Okay, so I'm going to try to close this out while I have this booklet in front of me before I just forget about it. So starting with the debt payment plan, thankfully I don't have a ton anymore to be writing on here, and I'm glad I prepped this ahead of time as well. I just forgot a couple things. Okay, so it is $46,029. Oops, $29 is what we started, and then our total debt balance this month. My student loan right now has 0 interest still, and that's partly one of the reasons why I want to go ahead and just finish that off. So total monthly debt progress. So this should equal the amount that we had total paid over here. $12.94. So 2.6% was paid off, And then here, oh my gosh, we're so close to being done. I cannot wait. So 74% done. That is pretty much it for the debt progress or debt payment plan. Cannot wait to be able to cross this page out and not have to fill it out anymore. And then for the monthly net worth tracker, so today is the 22nd. I know I should have done this already, but I wanted to film it on here. 2021 checking account right now, I had that 1534. And then cash, we actually don't have any. Sinking fund, I have to add that up. I have to go into my account and look at that. As far as our vehicles are worth, these are Kelley Blue Book prices, and I got these last month. We don't plan on selling it or anything, or hopefully nothing happens to them anytime soon, because we love to keep our cars. We don't have a car payment right now, which is awesome. So sinking fund, I'm gonna go ahead and get the total amounts really quick and I'll be right back. Okay, so we have a total of $4,080 in our sinking funds. That's both in our account and cash. That is pretty much it. So we have total assets of $18,254, and our liabilities, this one, when we were making our extra debt payment, I forgot that we still have our auto payment for the month for our federal loan. That's why that amount on there was different. So $11,810. So we're actually in the positive, and that sometimes makes me wonder if I should just take whatever we have in our savings and just pay it off. But we're saving slowly for certain things for a reason, so that we don't have to pay a chunk of it later on. That's just how I'm thinking about it. We have a plan pretty much for everything in the future and all of that, so I'm okay with that. Plus, we have a plan to pay off all of our debt in a few months. So total net worth, so 18,254. So we're in a positive. So plus $6,444, and I believe last month $3,000. So a $3,400 increase. That's because of all the savings that we were able to save because of our stimulus check as well. Okay, so that is it for these 2 pages. Moving on to the where did my money go? So starting with the starting balance, which is what you'll have either at the beginning of your expense tracker here. So starting balance up here, the $599.31 for me. But then since I know my very first paycheck on here, my starting balance is right here. So $1,071.31, because we also had a starting balance with cash as well. I'm going to go ahead and put that amount. So $1,071.31. And then incoming income, we had, so our paycheck, skip this one, and then Christmas gifts, and then our stimulus and our refund as well that we received in the last paycheck. And then moving on, so paycheck, again, we're going to skip over the leftover amount because that's just something that was rolled over. So we're going to skip that. And then my income, and then a refund. So $31.13. So our total incoming income is $10,646.50, which is a combination of different things. Stimulus check, stimulus payment, a huge refund that we got from our hotel, which was put into our sinking fund so that when we book our trip, hopefully we'll be able to do that this year. My husband's paychecks, and then Christmas gifts and stuff. I usually will write that on here, but I don't have a ton of room like I used to in the full-size workbook, so at least I can just go back and refer to it, because I do put it on here what they are here. So total monthly income is $11,700. $717.81. That sounds like a whole lot of money to me, and I'm so happy that I'm on this mindset of making sure I put that in order of priorities on our financial goals, because can't be spending like crazy over crazy ass stuff that we don't need. So I'm gonna go ahead and just fill all of these out, and then I'll be right back. Okay, so I decided to just fill out everything, these two in here, because my battery is dying. So just really quick, going over the where did my money go for January. I did total up everything, so it should be income minus expenses. It should be zero, but we do have leftover money, and I just want to make sure that amount matches up with what I have with our checking account. I don't know, for some reason this one is off also by a few cents. It's supposed to be $15.34 and 40 cents. So that's what the actual amount is. I'm not going to trip over the couple cents on there. I'm just going to go ahead and move this amount into our leftover for the next budget. And then for the percentage here on the side, I just did the ones that kind of have like the bigger amounts. Like for savings, we saved 36% of the income that we had, as it should. We shouldn't be spending it on other things that's not part of our goals. And then medical and dental was 7% of that. And then 10% also of our income also went to debt. And then 12% went to our rent. Rent is always one of the highest expenses on there. And then as for the savings breakdown, or debt and savings breakdown, the only debt we do have is just my federal loan. So 100% of this monthly debt payoff goes to just that. And then for savings, we just have two. So emergency funds and then our sinking funds. So 77% of our what we paid for savings, or what we spent on savings, went to our sinking funds, and 23% went into our emergency savings fund. So that's pretty much it for this one. And then for the monthly comparison, I don't know if you can tell I folded this. I folded it over so I can just transfer everything like line by line on here, so I don't have to flip back and forth. And then I just went ahead and grabbed the December where did my money go monthly breakdown and just added it on here. Anyway, that is pretty much it for the budget closeout for our second paycheck. And then for the month, I wanted to go ahead and just close out the month while I have the booklet, because I have a feeling I'm going to procrastinate. So yeah, hopefully these videos are helpful where I'm kind of closing it out with you. I'll try to trim down on the talking if I can, but yeah, anyways, I hope this was helpful for you guys. Thank you so much for watching, and I will talk to you in the next video. Have a good one, guys. Bye.